What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV, back talking some boxing. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or a video request. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hill Blaze, at thehillblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off their 100% all natural products. Check them out. Today I will give something away while we free. That's free from the Help Blaze on the live stream. But yeah, it's gonna talk some boxing. Try to drink some water, but yeah, let's talk some boxing, man. And y'all see what we're talking about. Who will be number one welterweight on PBC? Who emerged? Garcia, Porter, Thurman, Spence, or pretty much that's it. And then we're gonna talk about Triple G. Everybody found out he a fraud today, and everybody on the late freight. Then we'll talk about this new boxing Cold War coming up. What's up, Nicholas Sanchez? So, yeah, this nigga Shaq got a gold suit on. Shit. But yeah, man, let's talk about PBC first. Rashid Times, what's going on? Let's talk about who's going to be the number one welterweight. Everybody think it's a foregone conclusion that it's going to be Errol Spence, but never know. You never know. Boxing work in mysterious ways. It could be Errol Spence, and it couldn't be Errol Spence. You never know. People just think it's a foregone conclusion that Errol Spence is going to run through Thurman. If he can get that fight, he's going to run through Porter. He's going to run through Garcia if he got to go that route. I don't really equate Pacquiao into the equation, man, because if you can't beat Pacquiao at this point, you need to hang it up, right? But yeah, man, I think people think it's a foregone conclusion. And when I seen Errol Spence didn't stop Mikey Garcia, I think a lot of people seen a lot of the welterweights seem like, okay, he's not that big of a puncher. You know what I'm saying? I think what really happened is that the fighters wanted Errol Spence to slow down. 30 is 30. Errol Spence would be 30 real soon. Give me a minute. I'm fucking up. 30 is 30, like it or not. Errol Spence is 29. He'll be 30. But they really want Errol Spence to get banged up a little bit. They wanted to see somebody try to expose him a little bit. And they wanted to see him slow down a bit. And he will slow down even more as he move up in weight and just go through these wars. I don't think these dudes fear Errol Spence the way, what's up, Amir Shula? The way, we make it seem like they fear Errol Spence. I think it's more Premier Boxing Champions just setting this shit up and really scripting out the divisions. You know what I'm saying? The division. They know exactly when, who, what, where, and how they want this shit to go down. They already got the venues in place, which coach is going to be on, and when. And that's my personal opinion. I'm gonna close my window. This shit's out of control. And that's the personal opinion on that. But it's not that Keith Thurman said anything back. People gonna blame Keith Thurman for being able to go away for 22 months, and they blaming him. But at the end of the day, PBC had no ambitions on putting their dogs in the fight together. They had no ambitions until they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They know exactly what they want to do. But to really look at it, I think Keith Thurman's already proven to be Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, right? So we really shouldn't have to sit through. We really shouldn't have to sit through Errol Spence and Porter, Errol Spence and Garcia. But guess what? You can't really use the triangle theory. You know what I'm saying? Because styles make matchups. And it's sad that Keith Thurman did clean up his half of the street, but Earl didn't get an opportunity to clean up his half of the street. You know what I'm saying? He beat Kell Brook and got that belt. But in actuality, they should be fighting this year. Real talk. We shouldn't have to sit here and watch, Earl and Sean Porter. And I know everybody putting emphasis on the undisputed champion, 4 belts, 1 champion. I don't give a shit about that. Edwin, what's going on? James Carter, what's going on? We already know who the 2 best welterweights is. It's Terrence and Errol. But PBC just wants to really fuck around and have these dudes fight, have Earl fight all these dudes over again because they're gonna protect Keith Thurman. Nobody talk about that. Nobody talk about how PBC did not once petition for Keith Thurman to get stripped. And they sit here and tell you, Bob Arum is the only cancer in boxing or Matchroom, Golden Boy, the Zone is a cancer in boxing. You tell me who got all this talent and ain't doing shit with it. Who got all this talent and ain't doing shit with it? PBC. They got all this talent and they not doing nothing with it. You can't get Santa Cruz and Russell. You can't get Earl. You supposed to get Earl Spence and Sean Porter at least last year. Him and Danny Garcia. You supposed to got them fights last year. But now you might get Earl Spence and Sean Porter this year, and that might be it. At the end of the day, we seen Sean Porter beat twice. Earl Spence and Sean Porter ain't nothing but a motherfucking trophy. It's a trophy. Excuse me. It's a trophy. It's I'm unified champion finally. It's a trophy. Simple as that. I got a trophy on my wall because it don't mean nothing. What does Earl Spence beating Sean Porter mean? Okay, unified champion. What does it mean? What does it mean? People gonna say, well, it makes him the A side over Bud. Okay. If you went to those A side, B side things and this business situation and shit, I'm not in the business situation. I'm in a boxing situation. I'm in a boxing business. So, really, what does it mean? Sean Porter, Earl Spence is the point. What does it mean? What can Earl Spence accomplish versus Sean Porter? And that's stopping him. Being the first man to stop Sean Porter. Okay, but some people think Sean Porter came off lost to Ugas. Then you're going to hear the Earl Spence hater saying, well, he can't even beat Ugas. Sean Porter lost to Ugas. Only real talk. Only if Earl Spence don't stop Sean Porter, his stock drop. What's up, Angel? His stock drop. That's what it was. If he don't knock out Sean Porter, and the Porter fight is any closer, if it's a centimeter closer than what people portray it to be, his stock drop. He look even bad. He look worse. Period. Tell me something different. If he don't go out there and cook Sean Porter like Sean Porter never been cooked before, it's a bad look. I don't care what you niggas say. He has no margin of error for Sean Porter. And he don't stop Sean Porter, and then there's more parallels to Keith Thurman. Listen to what I'm saying. Keith Thurman was this very same guy Earl Spence was before. Young, brash, boastful, a lot of positive energy. He wanted to smoke with everybody. In the minute he put a gold tooth in his mouth, the minute he was able to put 5 chains around my neck like Nipsey Hussle, the minute he was able to buy Gucci and put Louis on, and the minute he was sleeping in silk sheets, that shit went out the window. That shit went out the window. That shit went out the window. Sean Porter gets smoked by Bud. Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz, bro. He had a draw with Julio Diaz. Pass Nation, don't speak unless grown people talk to you, bro, because you obviously don't know shit about boxing. Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz. And like I was saying before, this little kid interrupted me, right? There's no error from Sean. There's no margin for error with Sean Porter. If he don't smoke Sean Porter, if you have a close fight with Sean Porter, stock drop. I don't care what you niggas say. Stock drop. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But this fight should have happened 2 years ago, a year ago. Not when he almost was weight drained, and that could be his excuse. Not when a lot of people feel like Ugas beat him. A lot of people feel like Sean Porter coming off a loss. That's just what it is. Because you can't sit here and keep berating Bud. Oh, this nigga Bud this and Bud that. And he fought this guy. No, you got to do the same thing. Because the same thing with Keith Thurman. Once Keith Thurman put a little bit of, got a little bit of money to stop, he stopped trying for the knockouts. So what that say if Errol Spence step up to Mikey Garcia, and that's a step up fight in some people's opinion, then stop Mikey. He step up again versus Sean Porter. Don't stop Sean Porter. What if you don't stop Sean Porter? What that say? Power overrated. Ain't that same thing happened to Triple G? He stepped up to Kell Brook, Lil Shaky got the stoppage. He stepped up to Danny Jacobs, didn't get the stoppage. Stepped up against Canelo twice, couldn't stop Canelo Alvarez. What that say? What that say if Errol Spence don't get the stoppage versus Sean Porter? Well, ain't nobody stopped Sean Porter before. But you niggas going around telling me he can stop middleweights and junior middleweights and super middleweights and light heavyweights. What that say? Same thing with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was starching everything that was moving. Keith Thurman was killing everything was moving. But when Keith Thurman stepped up in real competition, and when Keith Thurman had something to lose, the stoppages stopped coming. Am I lying? Am I lying? Same thing with Triple G. The stoppages stopped coming. Ain't Earl supposed to stop everybody? Ain't Earl the most powerful, strongest welterweight out there? They need the biggest puncher out there. So if he don't get 2 stoppages in a row, ain't people gonna start saying his power overrated? We're not gonna sit here and talk about. We ain't gonna sit here and talk about fucking 50-50 A side, B side. Let's talk this real boxing shit. If he goes second fight without stopping, he don't stop Sean Porter. Then we'll say he fight Keith Thurman. He don't stop Keith Thurman. Or excuse me, Danny Garcia. He don't stop Danny Garcia. He don't stop Keith Thurman. What that say? Coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. He didn't stop Mikey Garcia. I don't care what you say. He did not stop Mikey Garcia. You niggas can come up here with all the excuses you want. Oh, he could have did. No, he couldn't. Because if he could have stopped Mikey, he would have stopped Mikey. If that make any sense. To keep it real, man, y'all want to put Sean Porter on a pedestal, but since y'all want to sit here and rip everybody else's resume, Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz. He had a draw with Julio Diaz. See, I know you niggas don't know shit about boxing. I know y'all don't know shit about boxing. He had a draw with Julio Diaz, bro. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. He supposed to be, I'm stopping everybody. Niggas sending me videos saying Errol Spence, I'm stopping everybody as an amateur. Did it stop Mikey? What if he don't stop? What if he don't stop Sean Porter? Same thing happened with Keith Thurman. When you start landing them silk sheets, you start getting that guap, you start, going to the club, partying, niggas telling you the best out. The stoppages stop when you step up in competition. That's just a fact. Matisse stepped up from Mike Dallas. Lamont Peterson, he stepped up to Danny Garcia. Stoppages stopped. He got exposed. Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas. Boom, bow, boom. Got exposed. Power only can take you so far. And how good is Errol Spence's power? We don't know. If he stops Sean Porter, that's a different conversation then. Yeah, maybe something wasn't quite right versus Mikey Garcia. Maybe it was Mikey Garcia just being in safe mode. So he can right a lot of wrongs for stopping Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He go out there and stop Sean Porter from round 1 or round 12 with 1 second left on some Mildred Taylor Chavez shit. I'll give him credit for that. Because ain't nobody ever went out there and just dog walked the fuck out of Sean Porter. We giving big credit for that. That make Bud and him and Thurman that much interesting. But hey, what if he don't go out there? What if he don't go out there and stop Sean Porter? Well, if you go out there and Sean Porter give him a little bit run for his money, then what's gonna be the excuses? Oh, he could have stopped Sean Porter. He let off the gas. Oh, Errol Spence he wasn't right that night. He was a little weight drained. Like I said before, man, I just kick that real shit, man. I don't care if it's one person on here listening or 534 people on here listening. But niggas don't want to hear that real shit, man. That's why a lot of dudes, I talk to these dudes and some of these dudes that do channels on a regular basis, a lot of dudes tired of talking boxing, man. It's getting very redundant. And it ain't just the fans' fault. It's because it's bullshit. It's always a double standard for the popular guy. Had Terrence Crawford been from Dallas, Texas, had he been on PBC, Terrence Crawford would be the best thing since sliced bread. And a lot of dudes pledging allegiance to people who don't give a fuck about you. I'm not saying Bob Arum not a bad guy. I'm not saying Eddie Hearn not a bad guy. I'm not saying that Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya not a bad guy. That's the last thing that I'm saying. But all I'm saying, how you gonna pledge allegiance to somebody who ain't doing shit for the black community? The black boxing community, they ain't doing shit for y'all, but using y'all. You on the front lines. Listen here, real shit. Listen to this shit. You on the front lines, PBC to the death. PBC tatted on your chest, PBC shirts. But you let me know, keep it real. What has PBC done for you? Real talk. Look here, Fred from Barbershop Conversation. What's up, Kurt Sugar? He can talk all the shit he wants to. He can go out there and assassinate Bob Arum character. Salute to him. I don't have an issue with that. But real talk, when Fred look up there and he supposed to be close with Sam Watson, that's cool. But when he look up and they giving Ellie Sackback 2 or 3 press credentials and he only get whatever he get, when he look up and Marco Villegas, whatever he has from Fight Hub, who is really on that other shit. I'm not going to expose him. He on that other shit. You know what I'm saying? He one of them. He one of them. You know what I'm saying? He don't like black people. Let me just put it to that way. He don't like black people. Okay? And this is why you don't want to get into this behind the scenes shit. But he on Fox calling the fights. Real talk. Then you got one of them, all them fucking reporters, Sanita Conte, Helen, all them motherfuckers look the same. I don't know why. Michelle Joy Phelps, all these people around here getting jobs on PBC and getting jobs and shit, right? All these motherfuckers getting jobs, but where's the black reporters at? Where the black reporters at? As soon as you ask a bad question, rejected. The very same, and this is real shit. This is shit I like I said, this is shit that I would have to delete. Real talk. If I told you the full extent of the shit, but that's why I'm a real nigga. I'm not gonna put niggas shit up in the. I'm not gonna put people shit up in the business. But the very same motherfucking fighter that this one nigga just dick ride him to the death. This nigga is the ride or die fan of this guy. That very same nigga got him banned from the event. A brother, he got him banned from the event. He can never work another PBC event again. He can never work another PBC event again. You know what I'm saying? They got him banned. The very same people that he goes to their gym when they was 15-0, 11-0, 8-0. If they threw a party in hell, this nigga would go to hell and go party with them. The very same niggas got him banned from all media events. Come on, man. Do you expect the white man to be nice to you if you're a brother? Be real. In this day and age, do you expect lemonade tears from white people? Do you expect sympathy from white people? Do you expect anything else from Bob Arum, who said UFC fans are skinheads? No, I don't expect nothing else. But you do expect hospitality. You do expect to be treated right. PBC ain't treating niggas right. PBC ain't treating niggas right. They ain't. These are the same people, if you ask a tough question, won't allow you back on the scene. These are the same fighters that's putting Canelo over Crawford, putting Canelo over another fighter. These are the same niggas that's out here capping for Canelo. Canelo cheated. But same fighters as well out here saying, oh, Big Baby Miller, fuck him. But when Canelo did it, even after the first Big Baby Miller test, wasn't nothing be said. These are the same fighters that sit here and say, fuck the fans. That's what they say. Had Daquan across the street, said, fuck you, you'll be ready to kill that nigga. Won't you? I don't care about Top Rank. Ain't got nothing to do with Top Rank. This got something to do with, like, y'all niggas pledging allegiance to PBC, and they ain't for you niggas, man. At least I know where I stand as a black man with Top Rank. I know where I am. But y'all niggas sitting right in that gray area. Oh, y'all niggas right in the loop. Oh, PBC the best. You name me one fucking PBC fight they did for the niggas. They did for the brothers. Tell me one PBC fight they did for the brothers. What fight they did for the brothers? What fight they done for you? What fight they done for the brothers? Real talk. They ain't do Thurman and Porter for the brothers. They ain't do nothing. They ain't think about no niggas when they did Thurman and Porter. Name me a fight they did for the brothers. Ain't done one yet. Ain't done none yet. I don't care what they getting paid, bro. Because those the same brothers that say, fuck you. Are you stupid? Like I said, if they crying across the street say, fuck you, Dream Chaser CJ, you ready to kill that nigga. You ready to fight that nigga, right? I'm telling y'all, man, y'all's getting up in this PBC shit. They don't give a fuck about you niggas, man. And like I said, I don't pledge allegiance to none of these motherfuckers. Ain't nobody cutting me a check. I'm just keeping it real. Do I like some of the fighters over there? Fuck yeah. I like Wilder. I like Plant. I like Uzatagi. I like Gary. But we sitting around here, y'all niggas play, y'all niggas repping these niggas to the death, but they just saying fuck you niggas, man. They not black. They not run like a black operation, bro. And I ain't gonna fake the funk with you niggas, man. Charlo and Lubin was a mandatory. Charlo and Harrison took the fight. They ain't do that for Harrison. Harrison called and took that fight. That ain't for the brothers. I'm talking about, hey man, once you make Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz. Should even at this point, make Rigondeaux and Leo Santa Cruz. Make Gervonta Tank Davis bust a move and make him go do something. Real talk. They ain't doing shit for you. They ain't doing shit for y'all. They doing this shit out of their pockets, just like Top Rank and Bob Arum. And the shit is disgusting that they getting a reputation for and when these niggas call you, they go out here. What's his name? Montero Boxing, whatever that white guy name is. When he come out and say LDBC, he mean niggers. That's what he mean with the ER at the end of it, not the A. He mean NR. That's what they think of you dudes, man. That's what they think of y'all. They think every black Dante. LDBC. That's the code word for the N-word. That's the code word for the N-word. When they go out here and they put them LDBCs in the capital, in capital letters, that's NIGGERS. That's what that motherfucker stand for. You niggas better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. PBC ain't saved boxing. Because boxing ain't never needed to be saved before Al Heyman got here. It never needed to be saved. It never needed to be saved. Boxing was a great place before Al Heyman came on the scene. Boxing was great. It was great before Al Heyman got here. Not saying Al Heyman is responsible for it, but it was great. You know what? I know because I was around boxing. All these dudes was fighting each other. Great fights. Good fights across the board. Every Saturday on HBO, it was an excellent fight. Very seldomly did I see a bad fight on HBO. Bob Arum, Al Heyman came, raised the money line up. He changed the game. That made Bob Arum cold-hearted. So Bob Arum was like, you know what? He thought of something that I didn't think of. Fuck him. You know what? Fuck him. Al Heyman didn't put his best fighters in with the best competition. HBO said, you know what? We don't need him. Bob Arum felt like a boss. He felt like he won. This is the original Cold War. Corey Lee, salute. This is the original Cold War. See, you niggas didn't even know it was a Cold War 1. A lot of you good dudes. It's the original Cold War. When everybody was working on HBO, and Al Heyman was milking the fucking burning HBO money. So when Bob Arum got off HBO, Al Heyman got off HBO. I'm not getting to the whole Oscar De La Hoya shit. When he got out of HBO, Bob Arum thought he won. He tried to put his bullshit fights together. Long story short, they started sending Top Rank fights to pay-per-view. Bob Arum left. And at the end of the day, they was left with De La Hoya, Kathy Duva, and whoever the fuck else, Tom Laughlin, some bullshit. The reason, give me a minute. Get the fuck up out of here. Hold on, give me a minute. some crazy shit, bro. This some crazy shit. This some crazy shit. Real crazy shit. This some crazy shit, bro. Give me a minute, y'all. Yeah, man, I'm so tired. Oh shit, that niggas kicked me off. Hold on, y'all can hear me. Man, these niggas be on some bullshit on this shit, bro. Hey, y'all can hear me. I don't even know if y'all can hear me, man. I'm about to kill this motherfucker. Hold on, give me a minute, y'all. All right, cool, man. I'm just so tired of fucking YouTube, bro. So much bullshit going on YouTube, man. But yeah, man, I gotta get off YouTube, bro. I ain't gonna be on here. I ain't gonna be on YouTube like in another year. I'm going to Twitch or something, man. It's a joke. YouTube is a big fucking joke. It's a huge joke. YouTube is the biggest joke on social media. Real talk, I'm getting the fuck off YouTube. I won't be here on a year, man. I plan on not being on YouTube in a year because it's a colossal fucking joke. It's a colossal fucking joke. I should have sued the fuck out of YouTube. I really should. There's so many inconsistencies on this platform, man. So many inconsistencies, man. But yeah, man, I'm probably about to close it down for the night, man. I'm gonna try to keep talking that real shit, but like I said, it's a joke. This fucking platform is a fucking joke. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. The whole platform is a fucking joke. Klitschko's killed the heavyweight division. Yeah, that shit was terrible, man. But like I said before, I'm not anti PBC. If I had to choose a side, it would be PBC. But yeah, if I had to choose a side, like I said before, it'd be PBC for real. You know, I'm not endorsing Bob Arum in no way, shape, or fashion at all. But like I said before, they not without they not without they they're not without they downfalls. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, all the fighters they got over there. I don't know if they got 250 fighters, 300 fighters, 100 fighters, whatever the number is now. They're not making the fights we need to see neither. They're not. And then now the status quo is that PBC is raising the ladder to put fringe good fights on pay per view. So now Errol Spence going pay per view, now Crawford going pay per view, even though it was premature for both. You know, I can see them building up Errol Spence and doing Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, then doing the Keith Thurman at a reduced pay per view price of maybe like 60, 55, $50, 50 bucks standard, 55 high def. I can see that actually being the thing. Then you go to Eric Crawford, you can do the $100 for the pay per view or the 75, maybe 100 for the 100 for for the rematch. That's pretty much where I could see, where I actually could see, where we can go down like that. You know what I'm saying? I can see it going down like that. But like I said before, it's not a knock on them. It's just saying that guess what? They are culpable for some things that happen too. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. Is it, Bob Arum full of shit? He been full of shit. He's jealous because he couldn't do, because Bob Arum knocked him off his pedestal. It's jealousy. But like I said before, I think, if they just gonna do the whole PBC thing, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. If they're gonna just do the whole PBC thing where They just gonna do Thurman, Porter, Errol versus them two, and Danny, and then Pacquiao. They just gonna mix them five in the mixing pot, and whoever come out on top, move on and move to 54. I will understand. I will understand that. I can understand they don't want to work with Bob Arum. I had no problem with that. That's Terrence Crawford fought. He got to figure out, what's best for him. Maybe retire, maybe give Al a call, maybe see what his legal options are to get out the contract, see if he can finance or somebody can help finance. Maybe Warren Buffett can help him finance his way out that contract. That's up to him. I just want to know, look here, man, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of predicting. I'm tired of arguing. Just let us know right now. If you don't want to do the fight, hey, somebody come out and say, you know what? I don't want to do business with Al Heyman. It's just not going to work. Or I don't want to do business with Bob Arum. It's just not going to work. All right, cool. Then we can just stop talking about the shit that we don't need to talk about. Then we know for sure, hey, guess what? The fight not happening. But maybe when you do that, people boycott and say, well, I'm not watching them niggas no more. That could be easily said, like, okay, fuck them. Then nobody, if motherfuckers lined up to fight, watch Danny versus Rod Salka, if people lined up to watch, Tank versus Hugo Ruiz or Tank versus Clayar, I mean, people lined up to actually watch those fights. I mean, why would they boycott PBC or Top Rank for keeping it real? And I think it's perfectly fine if we get Danny and Sean and Earl and Keith and Pacquiao all mixed up and fighting each other. That's not a bad consolation prize. That's not a bad consolation prize. That's actually a solid consolation prize. If Thurman is not going to be in the mix, what difference is it? When Maguire holding the 40-pound belt, with Saddam Ali, Jesse Vargas, Pacquiao always holding the WBO belt and not mixing up with everybody else. What difference is it? It's not a difference. Rios and Alvarado holding the 40-pound WBO belts all them years. Brandon Rios, whatever belt he held at 35, I think the WBO, he never mixed it up with nobody else. Mikey Garcia always held the WBO at 26 and 30. When he was with Top Rank, he never mixed it up with somebody else. So real talk, you see who fought it is. You see why the fight ain't happening. I never said it was Al Heyman fought the reason the fight didn't happen. We know Bob Arum historically. This ain't a black, this ain't a white, this ain't a green thing for him. He wants to show out who in power. He wants to be in power over everybody. Go back and look at it. Oscar De La Hoya fucked up a potential $1 billion empire with Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman to run back to work with Bob Arum. What happened when Oscar De La Hoya ran back to work with Al Heyman? Real talk, what happened? What happened when he went back and worked with Al Heyman? Real talk, what happened when he went back to work with Al Heyman? Seriously, what happened when he went back to work with Al Heyman? I mean, with Bob Arum. Bob Arum crossed him. Bob Arum crossed Oscar De La Hoya. So we already know. Mikey Garcia leave Top Rank. He unified with everybody. He unified divisions. He got belts he never had before. IBF, WBC. He another IBF belt. He always held the WBO belt. Look at Oscar Valdez. Hold the WBO belt. It don't matter. Bob Arum has never been in the business of making these fights happen. He didn't want Mikey for Lomachenko. He don't want to make Gervonta Tank Davis. He don't. He don't want to make these fights happen. Bud is just in a rock and a hard place. But at the same time, I can tell you from knowledge that Errol Spence and PBC, they not in the business of making that fight with Crawford neither. They don't want to fight Crawford. They'd rather Crawford not exist. You know what I'm saying? Because when Jeff Horn had that belt, everybody, Danny Garcia wanted the belt. Thurman, who was Jeff Horn, wanted the belt. Errol Spence wanted the belt. All of a sudden, Bud get the belt. Don't nobody want the belt no more. It's, who want the WBO belt? Ugh. They got piss on it. So we sitting here looking at this from a one bird's eye view. From a bird's eye view, we sitting here just looking down and saying, from one view, yeah, it's Bob fought or it's Al fought. No, it's both fought. It's both fight. He said they wrong for that. What are you talking about? Because Jeff Horn had Top Rank affiliations. You remember that. Jeff Horn has top rank affiliation, and they was willing to go fight Jeff Horn and probably go over there and get that belt if it was no strings attached. So, like I said, even when Pacquiao had the 40-pound belt and he was with Top Rank, Danny Garcia and Broner was in talks to fight him. I'm telling you from experience, bro. From what I know, they not Earl. I'm gonna say Earl personally, but they don't feel Earl is ready yet. You know, they don't feel he personally ready yet. But that's just what I heard. But he probably ain't scared to fight. I know he's not very scared to fight Terrence, but like I said before, it's both sides, man. They not gonna get this shit. This fight never gonna be big enough for them to make this fight. And I went on record before. I don't think that fight gonna happen. I went on record, and this fight is not gonna happen. It's not big enough. It's not Manny and Floyd. It's not big enough. And that's real. It's not real. And that's real, bro. Um, I ain't jiving with y'all neither, man. We just, you know, yeah, man. To be honest, Bud versus Spence isn't pay-per-view worthy. Uh, well, you mean casual wise? Probably not. Probably not gonna do over a million. I said that from before. So if it ain't gonna equal up to a million, million five, 2 million pay-per-view buys, nobody in the rush to make that fight happen. Yeah, it ain't even like Manny and Floyd. Manny and Floyd had to happen because there was too much money involved. This fight ain't gonna happen. Unless some major happens, but it is what it is, man. Let's talk about Triple G, man. I don't even want to do it straight no more. I'm so sick of YouTube, man. But yeah, Triple G comes out and does this interview, and they announced the Steve Rose fight today, and he does this interview, and says that he does this interview, and he says that he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He comes with a translator for the first time, or the first time in a long time. He has a translator, and the translator sits there, and he sits there and translates, and he just said that he ain't fight Demetrius Andrade in so many words, and he here for good and wise fight, so he want to cherry pick. So, like I said, I've been saying for years, you know, I've been saying for years that Triple G was a fraud, bro. And not everybody want to open their eyes and see that he's a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to open their eyes and be like, "Oh man, Triple G a fraud. Triple G a fraud. He a fraud." But I've been saying that since day one. I've been saying that from the beginning. Andrade is a fraud too. Yeah, he a fraud, but Triple G came out with a translator for the first time and said, "You know what? I don't want to fight this guy." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I don't want to fight this guy." Hold on. Give me 1 minute. But it is what it is. This is what I've been saying for years, and people, you a hater, you a hater, you a hater. It's you a hater, you a hater. And I'm like, you know what, man? You a hater, you a hater. And I'm like, man, I'm just telling the truth, man. Look who this dude is fighting and who he's not fighting. And it is what it is. and you just sit there and you just think about the whole situation, and I mean, you sit there, you look at the whole situation, and you just don't have nothing to say. It really ain't nothing to say about the dude no more. The dude is a joke. You know what I'm saying? The dude is an absolute joke. He a joke. That's all I got to say, man. I ain't even do, man. I'm done for the night, bro. I just ain't. I don't even feel like talking shit no more. I appreciate y'all, man, for jumping on, but I'm done.